key is just researching, going out of the town, and getting creative. I mean, at another school, you could just use the snacks and the prizes from local businesses.
No money, no problem. The Husky staff worked long and hard to contact businesses in our area to get donations. You'd be amazed at how much companies are willing to donate when they get so much publicity in exchange.
The priciest item for our hunt was actually just getting t-shirts for all 600 participants. Another way that you can make that a little bit cheaper would be to maybe to supply each team with a color and then have them get their own shirts, or use bandanas or something that's a little less expensive to identify the teams.
Also, we had 50 teams. You could cut yours back to 20 or even 10 teams, or have fewer people per team. Or if you really had to, you could charge teams to cover costs.
There are so many ways to cut or eliminate costs in your budget. I mean, you could just have the prizes donated by local businesses.
How did planning last year's hunt help you plan this year's hunt and make it even better?
Well, the first year allowed us to figure out all the kinks. And this year, we added a bunch of new events, like the cash cab and new detours. This year, we also had better time management skills in terms of planning the challenges and the locations. And last year, we didn't have a theme, but this year's theme was Fight Club.
What other improvements were made to this year's hunt?
This year we added a kidnapping challenge in which participants were held in a secret location, and teams had two options. One, they could leave them there for 3 hours, or two, they could work on a series of challenges to get that teammate back in time.
And get this, we decided to put a smaller treasure hunt within the big scavenger hunt. We gave each team the option of 2 envelopes. If they picked the right envelope, it had a treasure hunt inside of it that led them to a certain location. If they got to that location, they got points. Clearly, we were trying to make this year's hunt more complex and challenge our students on another level.
This year, we also worked with local bike companies to provide rented bikes to the teams.
Did the staff solicit any feedback from the participants?
We sure did. We sent out an online survey to all of our teams. We got back 200 responses. We evaluated them on the length of the hunt, safety, efficiency, effectiveness of the challenges, as well as their favorite and least favorite parts of the hunt.
92% felt that the hunt was run extremely efficiently.
And 85% said that the list was good and challenging, but the other 15% said that it was easy and could have been more difficult.
89% of the participants said that they had a great time and would definitely do it again next year. 10% of the participants said that although they had a great time, once was enough. And 1% of the participants said they would do it again next year, but what was there left to find?
Wow, it looks like we got a pretty in-depth, behind-the-scenes look at what's going on with this year's amazing Husky Hunt. Now, back to you, Hillary.
Thanks, Savannah. Well, the winner's ceremony is about to take place. Prizes will be awarded to the top teams of the hunt. The first place team gets 12 donated round-trip vouchers on JetBlue Airways. Let's go check out the winner's ceremony now.
It's time!
So, can the team sum up the scavenger hunt for us? What did you guys get out of the hunt?
Well, the most important thing that I learned was about teamwork and communication. You never really realize how much you need to rely on other people until you're put in a situation like this. I mean, the interdependence we developed on each other, we couldn't have done a challenge like this without that type of teamwork.
And now I'm friends with every single person on my team. The relationships I built with my team across the campus and across the city of Boston will last with me forever.
We all worked together towards a common goal. We were from the same residence hall, and doing this hunt helped us to network, meet new people, and get together and bond, really, and show pride for our residence hall.
What about this team? What did you guys get out of the Husky Hunt?
Well, I walked away from the Husky Hunt with a greater appreciation of Boston. I saw things I had never seen before and probably wouldn't have seen otherwise. It really made Northeastern and the big city we call Boston feel like a home. And, as a freshman, it's really hard to, learn about, making new relationships with your friends and dealing with challenges and being in a big city. But now I feel like I can do anything.
How about you?
I learned so much. I had to research the history of Boston and the locations of all the famous plate landmarks. I also had to do, as part of a challenge, I had to do an official Northeastern admissions tour, and I learned a lot of cool stuff. Did you know that the first World Series was played right before our campus was built? Also, the mini scavenger hunt in the Museum of Fine Arts was awesome. It's a great piece of culture that's right next door. I can't wait to go back to find a close look.
What did you get out of the hunt?
Well, my favorite part was definitely the food drive and the toiletries drive. I mean, it was great. The aspect of community service just totally came through and distinguished it from every other event on Northeastern's campus. RSA really knew how to use those motivated students and make a big impact in the community. Did you see how much food we donated?
I did. You guys really made a big difference.
Yeah, we did our part in helping keep the planet green, too. In the recycling challenge, my teammates and I, we found out that we really throw away many more things than we need to. So many of this stuff we could recycle. Plus, RSA was really sustainable. They gave each team just one copy of the list, and we did things like online registration.
What about diversity?
Well, I think really, the great part about the hunt was that we got to go into all the different areas of Boston. There are so many cultures. That's why they call it the melting pot. We got to go to Chinatown, the North End, which is the Italian section, and the South End, which is the Irish section.
And now to the two in charge. What do you guys think are some of the good things that RSA got out of the hunt?
Well, the Husky Hunt was extremely beneficial for recruitment and retention for RSA. Both the teams and the staff saw how well we could work together, and they wanted to be a part of that. Former Husky Hunt members are now members of our General Council, Hall Council, the Executive Board, and Assistant Vice Presidents.
The Husky Hunt has also easily become a new tradition at Northeastern. It is well recognized by the university as well as Boston. It is now also a highly anticipated program every fall.
I think we're about to announce the winners.
Follow me as me and Kat announce the first and second place winner of the Husky Hunt. For the second place, we have a wonderful $1,000 gift basket comprised of Red Bull and Rockstar drinks. And we have Museum of Science tickets, and we have donated movie passes, and a bunch of other things. Will the captain of the Dream Team come and accept your prize?
And the first place team will also receive a gift basket, but they will also receive 12 round-trip JetBlue Airways tickets. Will the captain of the Birthday please come collect your prize!
Well, there you have it, folks. This event was truly legendary. It's one for the history books. Thanks for tuning in to RSA News. Tune in next week when we shadow Marist College in their epic adventure, the Great American Fox Hunt. It was inspired by this amazing Husky Hunt. Thanks for tuning in. You stay classy, Oklahoma.
Questions from the National Board of Directors up here in the front.